Nick Cannon open to having baby? No. 13 with Taylor Swift. She's kinda like me. Nick Cannon has said that he's open to having more kids, especially if those kids are with Taylor Swift. The wild and out host and father of 12 stopped by the Howard Stern show and spoke with the legendary radio host about his parenting life, again stating that potentially having another baby isn't off the table. Every time I answer this question, I can never answer it correctly because I don't know, Cannon said. One time they asked me on Entertainment Tonight, I said I'd leave it in God's hands, and then all these religious people got mad. Don't be bringing Jesus into this. I think I'm happy currently with my dozen that I got. Nick Cannon continued by saying if he were to have another kid, his next potential baby mother would have to be amazing. If I said to you, Nick, Taylor Swift wants to have a baby with you, would that do it? Stern asked hypothetically. Absolutely, Cannon replied. I mean, let's go. That's the one. I'm all in. First of all, she's an amazing songwriter, and what I do love about Taylor Swift is the fact that she has been so vulnerable and open with all of her music since a young girl, and she's kinda like me. Me and Taylor's numbers is very similar when we talk about being in these streets. So I think she would relate to me very well based off of like, yo, you've dated a lot of people in the public eye. So have I, so we probably would really understand each other. Stern added that Swift had just recently broken up with her boyfriend of 6 years, British actor Joe Alwyn, to which Cannon jokingly replied, my spidey senses was tingling. This isn't the first time Nick Cannon has expressed interest in potentially having baby number 13. Aside from Taylor Swift, he also recently told the Shade Room that he wished he would have had a baby with Christina Milian, whom he dated for 2 years in the early 2000s. Everybody talks about having kids, that's the thing, Cannon said. If I say this, I know this gonna go viral, but when Christina Milian and I were doing Love Don't Cost a Thing, I remember when I found out she was pregnant, I was like, dang, man, but I was so happy for her. He added, I remember we was kids in love early on, and so we talked about that, but to each his own. Life plans it out. The universe gives it how it's supposed to be given. Christina Milian announced that she was pregnant in 2010 and welcomed her first daughter, Violet Madison Nash, with her now ex-husband The Dream. Elsewhere in his tell-all interview with the Shade Room, Cannon reflected back on his time with Mariah Carey and said to this day he still considers her the love of his life, like the greatest. I mean, I always talk about that, he said of the Grammy-winning singer. Then it goes viral, and our fans get mad at me. But I was 12 years old with Mariah Carey pictures on my wall, and that becomes my wife. And the fact that she's the coolest person I ever met. He continued, she's just always happy, always doing for others. No matter what's happening in life. I'm like, wow, a person can really operate like that and don't allow negative energy into their space. When I found that out about how remarkable she was, that woman is not human. She's a gift from God. Nick Cannon most recently welcomed baby number 12, a girl named Halo Marie Cannon, with model Alyssa Scott in December.